today is September 26th, the day of the asteroid. The day that the Earth stood still is September 26, 2019. And the second 9/11, man, I'll tell you, it sure is looking like it's going to happen right in Philadelphia. I want to make a correction. I said it would happen October 11th, but then I started realizing yesterday, just by looking at the video from New York with the 3 pressure cookers that didn't go off, everybody's fine. However, the guy, he got a subway station, and to connect where he's going to go next, or like ISIS, the group, he got into the subway station. So the way they connect it is, the elite is, you go on the subway, you travel to Philadelphia, you get out at the on 16th Street, where it's in between, obviously, John and William, JFK Boulevard and William Penn Building, because when you look, the subway station that's right there, the Fulton subway station, as soon as you get out of the subway station and you look at the right side, there's the Fulton sign on the left building, and then the right building is the Bank of America. The Bank of America, and when you go straight down on the right side, there's Building 8, and Building 8 is on 17th Street, because John F. Kleck is he has 17 years, 17th Street, and John F. Kleck Boulevard coming your way. The bomb of all bombs is happening, according to Jonathan Kleck, the star. The star, the angel of the Church of Philadelphia. These are his words. It's not true, but I'm just telling you the words of the mouthpiece for the elite that is playing out Jesus Christ on the major highest profile channel on YouTube that's playing out the Messiah role, but he's also playing out Satan in the flesh, but he's pretending to be Christ in the flesh. He is neither one. He's just someone from the days of Sodom and Gomorrah that has a strong ass delusion that was promised to be king. That's what was the promise. That's what the promise was. So when you go around Philly there, and it's the banks all between 16th Street and 17th Street, John F. Kennedy Boulevard and Market Street. It's the marketplace. It's where they buy and sell, and then when the bomb hits on 10/10, because October 10th, when you take a look at that, the press conference over in New York, if you type it in, the rice cooker pressure bombs, and even if you want to type in August 16th, because that's 2019, that's the day that they did the press conference, they showed all the microphones. All right? So from left to right, you have the first one that says PIX 2, PIX, as if like Philadelphia is next, and then 2, it shows 2 bars, which represents the 2 towers that already fell. Then you have 7, because the number 7 is perfect fulfillment. The number 7 microphone is right there. The 7th angel begins to sound, and the mystery of God should be finished. And then the next one is the number 5, which is the 5th trumpet, and the because once the what was it? Once the fifth trumpet is blown, and then the event happens, like the fifth seal. According to the elite mouthpieces and how they're playing out the Bible, even though the fifth trumpet has already been blown, the fifth seal has already been opened up, the first woe has already happened. But because they're playing that out now, 8 years later, they're 8 years behind. They're not 8 years behind, they're 8 years ahead, but they're trying to play you as if you are 8 years behind. Because that already happened and the first woe already took place on October 21st, 2011, the second woe is coming up. And you have then you have, because you got the 7 and then you got the 5 microphone. Then you have 8, 88. 88. I believe that number in gematria, according to Stephen James DeShawn, the writer of gematria, the one that claims to have opened that book up, I believe that means Jesus Christ. I think it does. And it also means, Jonathan Kleck's name equals 88 too. Yep. And then so does our freaking president, whatever the hell his name is, Trump. Donald John Trump, JFK Boulevard, Jonathan Kleck, 88, 17 years of this, and he's retiring. The 7th and of the 8th year, these microphones are all lined up. So you have the 88, and not only do you have the 7th and into the 8th year, and the 5th microphone, the trumpet, that they're trying to play out, but the microphone is on an angle. It's on an angle like that, and there's the 8, and then the 8 on each side. So when you go from, let's just go like this. When you're going from, if you go down John F. Kennedy Boulevard, and you're looking on the left side, and 17th Street is above you, straight ahead. You're going this way, John F. Kennedy Boulevard. The One Penn Center's on the right side, I think that is. On the left side, it's 1628. I'm gonna have to look that number up in gematria. 1628 John F. Kennedy Boulevard. And then when you get to 17th Street, there's Chase Bank. There's Chase Bank on the corner. If you make a left, I think when you make a left, I don't know if you can drive the left, or pretty sure you can. I think it's a left-hand turn you can make. So if you take a left, either way you can walk. That building 8 is there, and so because obviously they tell you that they're between John and William, so when you make the left turn, that building 8, the microphone 8 is showing you that that's the turn, that's the cutoff. It's like from the 7th and into the 8th, and you cut this way, and as you look straight ahead, as you make the left, heading back east, you'll see William. William is right on the right side of your eye as you're looking straight ahead. So obviously they're between John. The target is between John and William Penn Building, John F. Kennedy Boulevard, William Penn Building. The first event that was canceled was at 8:48 a.m. On 16th Street, and that right there between John F. Kennedy Boulevard and William Penn, because when you got out of the subway, you see the Fulton Station on your left side, which means on the right side, it's still right there, that square. Then the next, because that gives you the parameter, then the next microphone is 1010. 1010 last year, 2018, the phoenix rises from the ashes of The Economist magazine. You can look it up. 1010 Economist magazine, last year. Give it 365 days later, and the phoenix will rise from the ashes. The phoenix rises from the ashes because the bomb hits the banks, and it's collapse time for everything in Philadelphia to just collapse on 10/10 in Philadelphia, PA. Then you have so you got 10/10, you got the 7, the 5, you got the 8 on the corner, you got that covered. You got the 10/10, you have the Pix 2, the 2 towers. Then what's the next one? The next one is it's the 2, the microphone 2 for the second woe. The second woe. The football game in Lambeau Field today, the asteroid. See, I think they even tried to play the first 9/11 as the first woe to the people that don't really. I mean, I guess you have to understand the Bible somewhat. So I believe that they tried to show you that the first woe, and then the second woe being here in Philly as the second 9/11 with their script. Because again, there's like 3 different types of people that they target with your beliefs as to how you'll interpret the event that takes place. So it's a second woe that happens, and Jonathan Kleck. I don't know if he's gonna make another video or not. Not sure. He didn't say, but I mean, it's like basically because he didn't say goodbye or anything. He didn't give a group hug, and he really truly was praying to himself as he was looking up at the mirror on the ceiling. He does not believe in Jesus Christ. He is the Antichrist on YouTube. The main one. There's many of them. There's not really one. Because even Satan's not even the Antichrist. It's like even Satan is. Because Satan and Christ are working together. It's just what it is. If you can't see it, I don't have to tell you. Then you're not working. Then you're not working with us, are you? Like, you're not trying to work together. Each side working together. There's a remnant that gets slain, right? There's also 7,000 that get. There's 7,000 men get slain when that second woe happens. But at the same time, that asteroid has 1 in a 7,000 chance of hitting the Earth. It'll pass by. I think it's asteroid QV89, right? In other words, it's the name of the asteroid QV89. Is that like the quarterback, and then plus the wide receiver, and we're 89? And I don't know. But that has a 1 in 7,000 chance of hitting the Earth. But it's going to pass the Earth by 4.2 million miles. So don't even worry about it. No reason to lose sleep, even though we're getting ready to go through a little season here of unrest that starts here in Philadelphia. And Lambeau Field is where the football game is tonight. And Lambeau Field, when they did that addition, when they added that back in 2001, like the same year that the first 9/11 happened, when they added 7,000 seats, they added 7,000. But the original number, I believe his original number, is 81,000. Holds the capacity. It holds 81,441. because the elite like to all right, because the elite, they like to do things in mirror images, because they're going to do a mirror event from the New York pressure cooker bombs that didn't go off. They're gonna go off in Philly, because it's three. I forgot to add this too. It's 3 bombs. It was 3 pressure cookers there, but it's been confirmed that it's 3 bombs because Jonathan Kleck, when he was reading John chapter 3, then he went to 8 and then repeated himself with 8 again, just to let you know it's building 8, and it's 3 bombs because he said, I have one bomb for you. One, because you know how many bombs you got, John? There's 3 bombs that goes off on October 10th, and it goes off at, well, it's a toss-up between 7 a.m. Pretty sure it's 7 a.m. and between, well, it's going to be between 7 and 8. 7 and 8 a.m. these bombs go off, because the microphones that were in your face was 7, 5, and 8, which could represent 7:58 a.m., but it also can represent 7 a.m. So once again, on 10/10, on October 10th, 2019, at 7 a.m., I would expect people to be watching out on that corner at John F. Kennedy Boulevard and 17th Street in Philadelphia and stop these terrorists from dropping bombs. It's time to shut the lion's mouth once and for all. It is. You know, either one. The lion that tells the truth or the lion that keeps lying. Either way, on 10/10/2019, one of those lions is going to be shut up. So, John Fraud Kleck, JFK, John Fraudulent Kleck, the angel of the Church of Philadelphia, wearing a star on his chest, telling you he's going to be America's next top superhero, Captain America. He's thinking about running, but 144. Man, the numbers, let's just say this. The football field, it's looking like 7,000 people are going to get slain because of the fact that it's an asteroid that's going to hit the stadium. But then you'll hear rumors of it being bombs, but then you'll hear other rumors of it being an asteroid. And then you'll hear my rumor that's saying that it's a holographic image and it's the bombs went off. And then I can't be there for that one. I just can't be there. So that I can't prevent that from happening. I can only tell you that the asteroid's coming. You know, the asteroid's coming. The asteroids are coming. And then just like 9/11, the first 9/11, there's rumors that the airplanes hit the buildings by Al Qaeda, the Taliban. Then there's rumors that it's a demolition that was controlled demolition as the airplane hit the building. Then there's rumors that it was just a holographic image. It wasn't even an airplane flying into the building, and it was complete George W. Bush job. George W. Bush. GWB. It was a GWB job. And then when Jonathan Kleck talks about the Church of Philadelphia, does that ring a bell? Like the Liberty Bell. Does it ring the Liberty Bell? With the Church and Angel of Philadelphia. And then that was on, when I said get ready Philadelphia, that was on August 10th. When he made the video, that was July 4th, Independence Day, of course. And then the shooting happened August 14th in Philadelphia, which is time to get ready. And then 13 days later, the church in Philadelphia, Greater Bible Way, GBW, George Bush, Walker, the temple, the second temple, 2 temples, that was hit. As Kleck's talking about Church of Philadelphia. All right, so it's obviously that they all have the world script, but Steve has the rug. Steve has the rug. They have the script. I'm just picking up their breadcrumbs, what they're dropping. So it's quite obvious that whatever Jonathan Kleck is talking about, when he lays hands on the lambs, Tom and Joy Lamb, and he's talking about anything he talks about, here comes destruction, because he's the star, you know, he's wearing the star, he's the fallen angel, because he falls from heaven as he skydives and just falls upside down. Whatever comes out of his mouth, whatever comes out of Steve's mouth, it comes to pass. It only comes to pass because it's fake. It only comes to pass because they have the script. Not only is it controlled and not only is it not from God, but it's not even real. But then again, it might be real. I might see that it's real when I get blown up standing there waiting for the bombs, waiting for the police officers to show up. Like, how can you let them get away with it? This already happened. I was already on the corner of 16th Street in between John F. Kennedy Boulevard and Market Street, and that transit cop was there right where I needed him to be on 16th Street, facing 17th Street. As you're looking on the left side, the building's there. And then at exactly 8:48 a.m., they left. So they were paying attention. So I would definitely expect you guys to be there again. This time with a little bit more, and this time with a little bit earlier. Be there before 7. I'm just telling you between 7 and 7:58, because 10:10 wins. 8:48 is one hour less, right? 8:48, and then 7:58 if it's the microphones, the 7, the 5, and the 8. Well, then that's 10 minutes later. It's all about the number 10 and 7 and 5 and 8 and 2 and 3. 3 bombs, second woe, 5th trumpet, even though it's not, it's really the 6th, and the 7th and of the 8th year, and building 8 on the corner. That's letting you know the perimeter around the buildings. Donald John Trump, who's getting ready to get impeached or assassinated, just like John F. Kennedy. That's why the building 8 at John F. Kennedy, Chase Bank, is the target. That's the target. That is the target for the next 9/11 here in Philadelphia. If you don't stop it, well, if it's real, Steve, right? If these bombs are real, which I'm sure they are. I mean, you can't fake a bomb. A bomb goes off. It's just. But if it's real, and it happens at 7 a.m. on October 10th, 2019, well, then I guess I'm dead. So if you want me to live, you might want to stop the event from happening, because it's obvious that your little flunky there, the one that's trying to be, it's funny, he's trying to be you in a sense, because he's trying to be the person that's in charge of all the people in the world, you know, like the king of the underground. He's trying to be. So all this time I was coming against Steve, right, thinking that none are going to come to his help in the end, and that the CIA, FBI, NSA, they all got to kind of collaborate and get together and not help Steve in the end. Then I started to realize, wait a minute, Steve's that person that's going to not help Kleck in the end. Yeah, so I came against Steve all this time for being that person, but how am I supposed to know? How am I supposed to know that until now, that he's the one that has the rug in his hand? And Jonathan Kleck, JFK, the fraudulent Jonathan Kleck, after 17 years, he's going to drop the bomb. There's at least 3 of them. There's 3 bombs, because, you know, I could keep this stuff to myself. I really could. I can keep it to myself. This time around, this one is a dead lock. This Pix 2 is a dead lock. I keep it to myself and then watch it happen, and then tell people, like, look, see, I told you it was going to happen. But no, you warn the people first, no matter what. You warn the people, because what you see from certain people is many signs that tells you where they're going to be next. And as you're going around the circle, as you circle William Penn, John F. Kennedy Boulevard, right where it starts, and on the left side you see the greater than 3 arrow going up. Greater than 3 is up, and you're heading towards 8. 8, King 8. Because all I kept hearing, you know, since like a year ago, is when Steve got crowned, right? When he got his crown on May 21st, 2018, because that was 7 years from the warning of God's judgment on earth by Harold Camping, which was absolutely dead on correct, because his judgment is here and you guys are getting trampled on. Because all I keep doing is walking on water all day long. Walking on the puddles. You know, there's many nations, tongues, and kindreds, and there's the sand of the sea, and there's the because it's the sea, it's the water. We are representing the water. What comes out of our mouth, the gospel, it's either stinky, trashy stink juice, or it's free flowing, high pressure, velocity, clear, crystal clear well water. That's way better than what you had before. Way better than any of the astrologers and soothsayers, any of them. Just, are they coming up with this? No. Do they have any clue? Steve, do they have any clue what that rice cooker, pressure cooker video in New York City was all about? Obviously not, right? Obviously not. What are they doing besides trying to frickin' harass me? Like, you guys don't even work for a living. You know what I mean? You guys don't even work for a living. You sit behind a computer, cyber stalking me as I get up every day, 6 in the morning, drive an hour and a half to work 8 hours in Philadelphia, Center City, decoding your guys' script, fulfilling Bible prophecy, and then take another hour and a half driving home. So I literally spend 11 hours a day wasting my life, and at the same time, I'm still going to tell you what you guys are doing, where you guys are going to be at, who's working for you. Everything behind the scenes is what I'm seeing, and is what I'm showing, is what I'm proving is happening. And I don't even get paid for that part. Yeah, I get paid for the Walmart video. That has nothing. That was 2 years ago, man. It's like, that's just a fishing rod. I'm like catching these dirty fish every day. Like, I'm fishing every day. I don't even have to fish. I catch fish, like 4,000 fish a day. I don't even have a fishing rod, and I don't even remember fishing. I might have fished like a couple times in my life. But I keep catching these dirty fish over in a Walmart video. I'm doing this for free day in and day out as a daily sacrifice for the past, since December 31st of 2017. I haven't shut up every day since then. It's at least an average of 33 minutes, because that's the way my phone works, of videos each day. So what the hell good are all those 450 people, Steve? What are they doing? They ain't doing shit. They can't stop me. They can't. They try to harass me. Whatever. I mean, it ain't effective. You don't know what's going to happen. You guys are blind as shit. And you're just stupid. I'm talking about the ones that are I'm talking about the 450 false prophets, all right? I'm talking about the ones that are so blind, but yet they have so much confidence because they have a king over them. You know, the king of the bottomless pit. They have the king over them, and they were promised like to reign as princes and kings. Just ask Tyler Mullen; he'll tell you. But no, man, you know, it ain't working that way. It goes to the ones that have the works that follow them, and I know my works follow me. They follow me. Hopefully today's my last day of YouTube for now. Hopefully that's today's last day, September 26, 2019. Because they're playing out the Bible's end time prophecy, and Christ was announced as the Lamb of God on September 26, 29 AD. September 26, 29, 26, 29, 26 to 29, 3 days AD. There's a football game coming up. It takes 3 hours to play. On the 26th of September, Thursday night football, Green Bay, Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagle comes down. The Swiss cheese, Steve's video about Swiss cheese, is referring to Green Bay, Wisconsin, GBW. The fire that happened at the Greater Bible Way, GBW. And George W. Bush, GWB, George W. Bush, the first 9/11, second 9/11. What else is there? Like, what else is there besides the asteroid that hits, fire from heaven, sight of men to deceive all those that dwell upon the earth? Daniel had a vision, but everybody else fled to hide themselves. You know, Daniel seen it. He seen it was fake. He seen the vision. Because the man Gabriel, I have to look up and figure out who that is, but I have an idea, because doesn't God say, like, hey Gabriel, you help this man to understand the vision? Can you give him like a little tidbit here and there to kind of, you know, because he's on the right track. He's not having. Can you give him like a little nugget? Will you just throw him a bone? Throw him a bone, Ringo. Star, Kleck Star, Philadelphia, the angel that's going to destroy Philadelphia for 1 hour. The only thing that's going to destroy Philadelphia is the truth, when everybody gets slain by the word of God, and then they get resurrected by the real star, the church, the angel.